If you are of a certain age, or perhaps a certain gender, you may have at some point in your lifetime taken a basic keyboarding class. Now, not this keyboard, but this keyboard. Remember? Home row, typewriter, 40 typewriters in a room and everybody going ding, ding, backspace, backspace, backspace. I was in high school when just before the PC revolution broke, and my mom in her wisdom said, Jim, the time is coming when everyone needs to know how to type, not just women. So just because you're a man doesn't mean you shouldn't know how to type. And she was absolutely right. I signed up for Mr. Hopper's keyboarding class, and I took basic keyboarding in high school. And I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved typing and setting up margins and all of that. I loved it so much, I took the next level, advanced data processing. And we learned how to do ledgers and columns and 10 and 70 and 15 and 75 and how to center mathematically. There's a mathematical science to it, how to center on the page. Of course, I've forgotten all that. And within 5 years, my typewriter was on the shelf and I was using a Macintosh computer, so I didn't really have to learn about correctional fluid or anything like that anymore. But I loved taking that class. And one thing I remember significantly about that class was the importance of the left thumb. Do you remember the importance of the left thumb? That's right. There's nothing important about the left thumb. You might as well just hack it off. It's completely obsolete. You never used your left thumb when you were typing. Thumbs were just relegated to the space bar, and since the space bar was this long thing, one thumb was good enough to do it. So unless you lost your right thumb in some sort of strange industrial accident, you never needed your left thumb. And, of course, today nobody knows how to type, and when they do type or send any sort of communication, they only use their thumbs. Am I getting old? That reminds me of early keyboard music, because the same is true in early keyboard music. They didn't use their thumbs. They saw the thumb as an inferior digit. It wasn't long enough and didn't have the same dexterity as the other fingers. So a lot of keyboard music was just written for with these four fingers in mind. Well, guess what? Along comes Bach and he says, 9, there is no reason why we can't use all 5 fingers. I'm paraphrasing. He may not have said that. But clearly in his pieces, he wrote with the intention of the performer using all 5 fingers. And this piece in particular, the Prelude and Fugue in F minor, makes extensive use of the thumb. In fact, unorthodox use of the thumb. There's no way to get around some of the crazy gymnastics that I have to do with my hands. So I'm going to flip my phone over and let you watch the action as it happens. This is Bach's Prelude and Fugue in F minor from the Well-Tempered Clavier, Book 1.